Four UC colleges have already exceeded 100,000 admission applications, and fewer than 20% of the folks who've applied will be accepted.
It's probably too late for graduating seniors who haven't applied yet, but there's a lot of hope for high school juniors if they're willing to do summer homework to help their applications stand out. Joining us with advice, former college admission officer Dr. Cynthia Colon. She's the author of Tips, Tales, and Truths for Teens. Good morning. It's good to see you. It probably is a stressful time for people
Yes,
and students and parents that are, getting ready to apply for universities. Tell us about the current state of college applications in Southern California and also for some of the more popular Ivy League schools.
So the college applications are on the rise and admissions rates are on the decline, right? So those two things go hand in hand. So as you mentioned, 4 of the 8 UC schools had over 100,000 applications that were applying for this coming fall, and 5 of the 8 of them had over 80,000 freshman applications. So in California alone, 8 of the schools here have admitted less than 20%, including USC, Caltech, Pomona, some of the Claremont schools. And then, excuse me, across the country, Stanford, Duke, in addition to all the Ivy Leagues, accepted less than 10% of their applicant pool.
Do those numbers really tell the tale, though? Because with the common application now, people apply to 13 colleges, where it used to be we might apply to 2 or 3.
Right.
Is that a fair, I don't know, the admission rates that, where you hear like 7% or 10%, are those accurate?
There are 2 things that go with that, and that is the Common App, and it makes it easy for people to apply to multiple schools. But on the other hand, I think we know that we need to apply to multiple schools in order to be able to apply appropriately. Same thing with the UC application. What I like about the UC system and USC is that they don't have early admissions, that takes up a majority of their class. So when we're talking about admission rates for UCs and USC, those are real numbers. Those are real raw numbers. And USC had 64,000 applicants and admitted about, if I remember correctly, 13 or 14% of their applicant pool. So it's tough.
Yeah.
We want to get your take, too, on the importance of an essay, an entrance essay, and why a lot of students are apparently missing the mark when it comes to their entrance essay and what a student can do to really stand out with that.
So with the essay, I mean, I just think, especially with the UC's system, there are 4 essays that you get with only 350 words maximum. So 1,400 words, no teacher letter of recommendation, no college. So it's just your words that are going to tell your story. So that's why it's so critical and so important. And so I always tell students, you want to wrap your brain around the fact that, like Instagram, admission officers are scrolling and scrolling through thousands, hundreds of thousands of essays. They're looking for something to double click. They're looking for something that says, just like we do, right? What makes us double click? Something that's interesting, engaging, or compelling. And when you're going through that many essays, that's what you're looking for. And so if you can get your essay, and we help you do that, if you can get your essay to be interesting, engaging, or compelling, then that admission officer wants to fight for you, wants to say, get this person in, and advocate for you.
I've heard make him laugh or make him cry is another way to describe it. You say this summer is really important. And so tell us what to do if you're a freshman or a sophomore or a junior.
Right. So summer is a great place. We always, when I was a kid, we'd go swimming every day, go to the beach.
You weren't worrying about this.
I wasn't worrying about this. But now it's so critical. So I say if you're a freshman, rising sophomore, now's a good time you're 14, 15 years old, you might be able to get a job or volunteer with a permit. But stay local, and this is also a good time to get ahead academically. So if you are trying to get to pre-calculus or calculus, take geometry this summer. So get ahead academically, do something local. There's plenty to do. You can visit colleges, you can go to a museum, you can start to just explore your sort of local sort of 20-mile radius around you. If you're a sophomore, rising junior, I say make a bucket list, sort of expand your horizons. Some sophomores will be traveling outside of the state, going to different programs. I just talked to someone today, her daughter's doing a program at UC Santa Barbara. Those are all great things, but also make a bucket list of things that you've always wanted to do, whether you want to surf or paddleboard or travel national parks, whatever. There's a great website I found, California Through My Lens, and there's lots of things to do. Go to museums. Start to figure out and learn what you love to do.
Yeah.
Because as a junior, rising senior, it's go big or go home, right? You've got to follow your passion, your gut, your intuition, and do something that makes an impact or a difference to you or to someone else. So the examples I have are the young woman who collected eyeglasses for those who needed them, for children who needed them.
Right.
Brian Gumpel did a great interview on a young man who fell in love with baseball and started writing to those baseball players in the Negro League and made connections and interviewed with them. And another person I worked with who started the ice hockey team for his school.
Right.
So do something you love and make an impact.
Great ideas. And if you need more help, there's a boot camp. We'll show you the information there. You can get extra guidance for your student that needs it. There's the information and the dates available and the website as well, drcynthiacologne.com. You can get all the info. TalesTruth.com. TipsTalesTruth.com, I should say. And you gave us all of those this morning.
Yes.
We appreciate it, Dr.
Take one of the
Cologne.
boot camps.
Okay,
Yes.
sounds good.
Thanks a lot.
All right.